Hi, good people. Welcome and welcome back to Freedom with Frida. Just in case you're new here, hi, my name is FRIDAH NGUKU, and this is the best space for you. So subscribe and join the family. Hope you guys are staying safe. You guys are staying at home. You're quarantined and you're keeping it a little bit more positive. And during this pandemic and this whole thing going on, I thought about the whole life, the kind of world we're living in today. And just what are some of the odds that are there, that are existing, and somehow we've just made them look like they are normal. It's okay. It's okay. Even when it's not okay. So why not share with you some of the world we're living in that I feel it's a little bit uncomfortable, but somehow we are living in it and we are comfortable being in it. So this video's title is We Are Living in a World Where. And I hope you guys leave me something on the comment section below that is just a controversy of the world we're living in, And the first point is, we are living in a world where being on time, especially on a date or somewhere, a party or anything, indicates that somehow you're desperate. Let me try and explain this. I hope this makes sense. Have you ever been invited somewhere, like somebody's bash, and you're like, the bash is supposed to start at 3, and then at 2:30 you're there and there's no one there, or you guys are maybe 2 of you, and people will be like, these guys they always get here on time. Kwani, how desperate are they? Kwani, they can't wait. You are on time, but people tend to think because you're on time it means you're desperate. It means you're so in need of this. Like, being on time is no longer a good thing anymore. We don't look at it like, hey, this guy is always on time. I think it also depends with situations. Like, getting there 5 minutes later makes people feel like, okay, you somehow know really what is happening. So I don't really understand that. If you're invited for a date, you somehow feel like I need to get there 10 minutes late so they don't feel like I was so excited to see them. I think this is more common with Africans, should I say Kenyans. We need to get to a point where being on time is a virtue, is a value you want to keep. It's something that you want to do every single day, right? But somehow, it doesn't sound like it sometimes. Point number 2 is, we're living in a world where when you try to be right, try to be ethical, you are termed boring. Like, if you choose to do right, you choose to be this kind person, you choose not to go taking bribes, you choose not to be corrupt, you're termed boring, right? Like, literally, people just think, this person is actually just boring. There's nothing enticing, there's nothing good about them. Weird, but so damn true. Point number 3 is, we're living in a world where we have a lot of things that connect us. The cell phones, technology, social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that. We have a lot of things that are connecting us, and this is the moment we should be connecting with each other a little bit more. We should be kinder to people. We should be able to speak more. We should be able to have more talks. But this is a moment where we are so connected yet so disconnected. Like, people will go for months without even speaking to their brothers, without even speaking to their friends. Yet it's just a phone call away. Yes, it's just a message away. Like, it's a weird world we're living in. We have social media that is meant to connect us, yet we're the most disconnected. Does that make sense? Now, point number 4 is, I think this applies for Kenyans. We're living in a world where we're judged by what you do. Like, when you meet people, you talk and you're like, hi, how are you? The next thing is, what do you do? Like, it's all about what you do, not who you are, what you do. So when you go ahead and say, I'm a banker, I'm a content creator, people will now categorize you and they'll treat you based on what you say, based on what you do. That will determine what kind of respect they'll give you. That will determine how they address you. That will determine how they talk to you. That will determine where they place you, based on just what you do. Which I think is really, really wrong. We need to be able to look at people and get to know who they are and not really what they do, because it doesn't make sense for me. It doesn't make sense. What I do should not really determine, the kind of respect you give me. The kind of job I do doesn't determine the kind of a person I am. And I think we need to get to that point where when we meet people, we want to know more about them, more than what really they do. Let that come, but let it come later. Get to understand who are they, what do they love, what passions do they have, what purpose do they have on this planet, what drives them, what kind of a person are they, not really what they do. We are still living in a world where sex is easily accessible. It's very easy to get sex, that now no one really seems to really want to commit. Like, why would I bother? I'll get whatever I want. I'll get companion, I'll get someone who'll be there for me, and I'll get sex. So we've gotten to a point where sex is like drinking water. You want it, you ask for it, you get it. And by the if you appear like you don't really get onto that side of the world, you're like, I am keeping myself right, I am being celibate, I am trying to be a virgin until I get married, I'm trying to keep this and this. People tend to think you're boring, or people tend to think you're an overthinker, or you're overreacting, or you don't know what you want in life, which I think is wrong. The same way you choose that side of your life, the sex life of your life, is available every single day, and I choose the other way, that it's precious for me, it's something I need to really respect, it's something I really need to put more into, then I think we need to get respected for both the same way. Okay, but I think it's really sad that one thing that I think in my thinking, it's something that we need to keep it, I don't know how to put it, but it's something that we need to really value it and not make it look like it's something you just give anyhowly. It's one of the things that is nowadays given anyhowly. That does not make me happy. The next point is, we are living in a world where everyone is walking around with baggage and no one wants to deal with it. We go through heartbreaks, we walk with it. We don't take time to heal, we don't take time to work on ourselves, we don't take time to put a lot into becoming who we want to be. We move from one thing to another, and it becomes really very hard to interact with people, to form a good relationship with someone, because there's a lot of baggage they are carrying with them, and that sometimes they don't even know, because they think moving from one person to another, and especially moving from one relationship to another, means that I am healing, means that I am recovering, means that someone is gonna make me happy. So we are walking around with baggages, with a lot of hurt, a lot of bitterness, and that's why I think there's a lot of lashing out when it comes to media and social media out there, where people just think they can tell you anything, even when they know nothing about you, and they feel okay with it. And nowadays there's this statement that has come of, who hurt you? Because people who are hurting, people who are bitter, tend to hurt other people. So I think we need to get to a world where when you go through trauma, you go through heartbreaks, you go through things that change who you are, you need to get time to just reflect back and realize that there's a bit of me that is actually toxic, and work on it. Work on yourself and become a better you, so that we stop bleeding on other people, so that we stop going around expecting people to make us happy, because no one is gonna make you happy. It's your responsibility to make you happy. And I remember this guy I was dating who kept telling me, I'm not happy, you're not making me happy. And I kept asking, what do you want me to do? If I knew then what I know now, I'll be like, it's not my responsibility to make you happy. It is your responsibility to make you happy. If you're not happy, it doesn't matter what I do, I'm still not gonna make you happy. So we need to deal with the hurt, we need to deal with our bitterness, we need to deal with the heartbreaks, so we can find ourselves again and not bleed on other people, not be toxic onto other people and other relationships that we have. The other point is, people will only support you when you make it. Like, you see, when you're struggling to start your small business, when you're struggling to get like a small job, when you're struggling to start your YouTube channel, very few people, unless it's one person who really understands you or has been there and knows the importance of what you're doing, every other person is like, there's just, what you need to do, you're like, they're not there for you until you grow and get there. And then everyone will be like, we used to go to school with this person, I used to know her, we talked, I still have a number. It's weird that people expect you to blow out so they can now be there to support you. That's when they'll share your videos, that's when they'll share your businesses, or they'll go to your maybe social media accounts and look at the kind of followers you have, and they'll be like, wow, you have 1 million followers. And that's when they'll start to support you, because they're thinking, let's support this person because he's known, let's support this person because he's a celebrity, let's support this person because he has made it. Yet the space we need to support people is when they're starting, because that's when it's even tougher. That's when you have nobody. That's when we need to support people, when they're starting off, and we keep growing with them so we can understand where they're coming from and the journey they are on. And I think this is affecting a lot of teenagers, because we've gotten to a point where teenagers out here are like, I want to be rich, I want to be this, because they look at the celebrities, they look at people who have followers on social media, and they think this is it. Yet there's a journey before you get there. So if we start supporting people when they're this small and we grow with them, then we get to a point where we appreciate the journey, and we're able to understand that it takes time, it takes consistency, it takes a lot of hard work to get to that particular point. The next point is, this is gonna get somebody there. We get a lot of support from people who don't know us. And I think there's a video actually I talked and said, when you're starting a YouTube channel, do not expect support from friends or family. They are the least of people who will actually be watching your video, and especially family. They rarely would watch your video. I think it comes from a point of, I know you, so what is there for you to show me? I don't understand it, but we get a lot of support from people who do not know us. Those are the people who will go there and say, hey, this person sells these products, they do this service, they're good at this. People who know nothing about you. But you see, these people who know you pretty well, they rarely will they support you. It's weird, but it's the truth. Social media is full of fake people, a lot of fake life, yet we adore it, and we know it, but still we adore that life, and that's crazy. Like, why would you know that this is not real and still kill yourself in the process of trying to be that fake? You know, social media is a good platform. There's a lot of people who are doing really good with it, but there's also this other side of life where we've gotten to a point where we show, of course, when you're on social media, you show what you want people to see, and people tend to take that and think that's real life, and they want to live it. They want to look at it and be like, this is what I want to become, this is it, this is a life, this is the best life I want to live. And now you want to kill yourself because you want to attain that fake life, that one day life in a minute, in 24 hours, which it doesn't work like that. And the last point is, we are living in a world where people would rather spend a whole 30,000 on a suit or on a wig than spend 10,000 on a course that will grow them personally, that will grow their skills or make them a better person. But they're okay spending all that amount on other things and not anything to do with self-development. And I think we need to get to a point where we invest a lot in ourselves more than the things that come around us. Let's focus a lot on who we are. All right, I hope that makes sense. Leave a comment on section below. Let me hear, what kind of a world are we living in? You know, the controversy of the world, and let's just talk in the comment section below. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Always speak well of yourself, and until next time, bye.